Hello, Aquarius, Moon Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Aquarius, today we're going to focus on your past, present, as well as your future, and a few other things. So, let's get started. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon Rising, and Venus. So, Aquarius, in the past, we do have the Five of Cups. Your current energy is the Ace of Wands. And in the near future, we do have the Four of Pentacles. Now, your challenge is the Page of Cups. And then your overall advice is the World. Okay. Aquarius, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like this is you. I don't feel like this is you. Granted, this could be you, but I don't necessarily feel like this is you. I feel like you finally decided to let someone go. I feel like you finally decided to stop fighting for whatever it is that you once upon a time had with this person, or what you essentially wanted with this person. Like, I just feel like you just stopped. You just stopped. And in doing so, I feel like you let this person go in the process of it all. Which is something that I honestly feel like you didn't necessarily want to do, but because you weren't able to, I guess, obtain the relationship you wanted with this person, and because they just couldn't show up in the ways you needed them to show up, you kind of feel like you had no other choice but to just let this person go and just accept the fact that, you know what, they're never going to be the person that I need them to be. They're never going to show up in the ways I need them to show up. And that's okay, but I'm gonna have to let them go. You know, like, it has that type of feel to it. But I don't feel like this is your energy. Tell me more about the Five of Cups. Yikes. We have the Two of Wands, we got the Seven of Swords, and then we also have the Star out here. This person has a lot of regret. They have a lot of regret because they did something to self-sabotage what it is that they once upon a time had with you. And by the way, what it is that they once upon a time had with you was a really, really good thing. But unfortunately, it kind of looks like they did something on their end to self-sabotage things here between the two of you. And I feel like they really, really do regret it. Now, if this does like involve a third party situation, I do feel like they self-sabotage things here between you and well, between the two of you. Well, let me say that again. If this does have anything to do with a third party situation, I do believe that they unfortunately self-sabotage things here, between the two of you with somebody that didn't really love them, didn't really care about them. But this is one of those situations, right, where it's like, you know, they kind of made their bed, and I feel like they're forcing themselves to just kind of lay in it and just accept the fact that, you know, they fucked up. They fucked up. Now, we have the Ace of Wands out here for the current energy. So, let's see. We have the Four of Cups. We got the Lovers. Ooh, with the Three of Swords. You know, I feel like this person really does want the two of you to work it out. I feel like, you know, they really do want the two of you to continue to remain with one another. But with the Four of Cups to the Three of Swords, you know, there's an energy of them essentially feeling like they push you too fucking far. They push you too far, and they feel like there's nothing that they could possibly say and or do that's gonna fix this. Is basically what I'm getting. Oof. All right. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. We got the Five of Pentacles, we got the Strength card, and then we also have the Nine of Wands. I don't necessarily feel like this is a challenge that you face. I feel like this is a challenge that your person faces. They're going to have a hard time convincing you into staying in this marriage or this relationship. They're going to have a hard time convincing you that they've changed. They're going to have a hard time, you know, convincing you that they're going to get their act together. They're going to have a hard time changing your mind, basically. Because right now, your mind is dead set on, that's it. I'm walking away. I'm not dealing with this anymore. That's what your mind is dead set on. And they're going to have a hard time changing that. As far as the overall advice is concerned, we do have the World. So let's see what's going on here. We have the Judgment card. We got the Three of Wands. And then we also have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this to me kind of feels like the straw that broke the camel's back for you. You know, I feel like this person has made a lot of mistakes while being in this dynamic that they share with you. And I feel like you've always, you know, gave them, you know, a chance to get their act together, to start doing right by you in this connection that they share with you. But at this point, you're kind of looking at your situation with this person like they just don't want to do right by me. They just don't want to, because I gave them many chances and opportunities to do so, and they choose not to, which is causing you to fall down to this conclusion that they just don't want to. They just don't want to do right by you. And I do see you kind of falling into a place of just simply accepting that, but also closing the cycle out here between the two of you and just simply moving forward and moving on with your life. All right, now in the near future, we do have the Four of Pentacles. So let's look at the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles basically represents a gripping energy. It's holding on to something for dear life, refusing to basically let it go. And that's exactly what your person's doing. They're holding on to you and what they once upon a time had with you for dear life, refusing to basically let it go. I feel like this person desperately wants to work things out between the two of you. But like I said, dude, it kind of looks like your mind is essentially made up. Going back to this person or fixing, let alone repairing things here with this person is just simply not an option in your mind. It's just simply not. And with that being said, as much as they don't want to accept the fact that you're done with them, it kind of looks like they have no choice but to accept that. Granted, do they have a lot of regret over whatever it is that they said or did in the recent past? Absolutely. I'm not going to take that from them. I do feel like they have a lot of regret. I do feel like they wish that they can go back into time and undo what they did. But that's the thing, is that nobody can go back into time and undo anything. So with that being said, do they have a lot of regret? Yes, but there's nothing they can do. They can't go back into time and undo what they did. I mean, what's done is done. You know what I mean? But as far as like you wanting anything to do with them is concerned, that's a hard no coming from you, and it's gonna be a tough pill, I would say, for this person to swallow. But again, I feel like this person kind of made their bed, and now they kind of have to lay in it. I can tell they don't want to lay in it, but this is like one of those situations where before they did go off and do whatever it is that they did to ruin things between the two of you, they should have kind of put a little bit more thought into what they were about to do before they did it. And I don't feel like they did that. You know, I feel like they did what they did without thinking. And now it has brought them to this moment with you where now you don't want anything to do with them. You know what I mean? I think that this person should have thought about what they were going to do before they did it and how it could affect their marriage or their relationship with you, but they didn't do that. I feel like this is that type of person where it's like all of their actions come before thought. And they typically end up in situations like this where they later on regret whatever it is that they said or whatever it is that they did, because again, all of their actions come before thought. And unfortunately for them, you know, even though they don't want to lose you, even though they desperately want to work this out with you, it's like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're a little too late for all of that. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like you did give them the chance and the opportunity to get their act together, but they chose not to. So you're just accepting the fact that they just don't want to. You know what I mean? And I think that you're just accepting that and making peace with that, and just simply moving forward and moving on with your life. So, I mean, there's that. But just know that in the near future, they're still going to try to like fix and repair things here with you. They're still going to try to keep this relationship between the two of you intact and afloat. Now, will they be successful at it? I'm getting a hard no. I'm sorry. I'm getting a hard no for them, unfortunately for them. But as far as you're concerned, I feel like you're making peace with the fact that they're never going to change. But I also feel like you're making peace with the fact that you really tried your hardest to make this relationship work between the two of you. And because they chose to, you know, continue to do the things that they do, causing the relationship to constantly go south over and over and over again between you and them, is basically on them. But as far as you're concerned, I feel like you're finding comfort in knowing that, you know what, you tried. You tried. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.